What's going on, family? Back with another one. Next chapter, sobriety. My name is Abram, and I'm an addict. And today, we're going to talk about isolation, the feeling of not being seen, not being heard. And I know a lot of us felt that before, especially being in addiction. Addiction can take us away from our family, our loved ones, the people we really care about. And in doing so, we go around people we really don't know. And that's good and bad. The good thing, they don't know us, so they don't ask personal questions. The bad thing is they don't know us, so they don't ask us personal questions. It's kind of like a lose-lose situation because we want people to know how we're feeling. We just want them to understand why we're in addiction and why we're getting so deep into that. And I think what I'm going to speak about today is going to touch on that. So something a lot of us go through, but don't always say out loud, is feeling invisible. Whether you're in recovery or just going through a rough season in life, isolation can creep in and it's hard. So if you ever sat in a room full of people, still felt alone, this one is for you. Let's be honest. Sometimes isolation isn't just about being isolated or falling into the habit of isolation. In addiction, many of us isolate because we don't want people to see how bad things really were. Or even in recovery, that pattern can stick. We start to believe things like, nobody really understands me. I don't want to be a burden. Or too broken to connect with anyone. And those thoughts become walls that keep us away from the outside life and our loved ones. We basically box ourselves in this type of prison where we feel like nobody cares, but we isolate ourselves so much. It's not that nobody cares; they just don't know, and they sometimes even don't know where we're at because we don't feel so deep in that dark place into addiction. And those thoughts become walls, like I was saying. So you could be scrolling your phone, surrounded by noise, and still feel like you don't matter. That kind of isolation isn't quiet, it's painful. And over time, it chips away at your self worth, your self esteem, and just us, how we feel about ourselves in general. A lot of people ask, why don't you just reach out? But it's not that simple. Because when you're being hurt, judged, abandoned, isolated, feels safer than rejection. I don't want you to say no to me, so I'd rather not ask you for anything in the first place. But that's our minds playing tricks on us. See, our disease gonna keep us away and our addiction as long as possible, away from our family. So our addiction gonna tell us nobody cares, that nobody's going to help. So we be like, no, I don't. The fear of rejection and the fact that I feel like nobody cares will keep me in my addiction for longer. We stay hidden to protect ourselves from shame and from disappointment, from being misunderstood. But here's the thing, you can't heal if you're hiding. You need community, connection, conversation, even when it's uncomfortable. So, how do we break that cycle? Start small. Reach out to one person, not everybody, just somebody. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Join a group, whether it's in recovery, church, therapy, spiritual retreats, men groups, women groups, even online in spaces like this one. There's a few people that do what I do as far as talk about addiction, and they're safe spaces. You know, if you talk to me, I'll talk back for sure. And everybody on my channel knows I will comment. Even if I don't agree with you, I will still leave a comment because I know we're all going through something and we're just trying to figure it out. So remind yourself daily, you are not invisible. You are just unseen by people who were never meant to know your heart. Let that sink in. You made it this far. That means something. Your story matters. Your voice matters. You might feel alone, but you're not the only one going through it. I went through it. Sometimes my head can take me back to that place. I must tell myself that I'm sober. I've been sober for 5.5 years. And at times I still have an alcoholic mind. If you're an alcoholic or in struggling with addiction, you know what I mean. So if you're feeling invisible right now, I see you. I hear you. And being here, we're building something here at Next Chapter Sobriety. A space where people don't have to pretend to be okay. So don't just watch, talk to me, drop a comment. Let us know what you're carrying, how you're feeling. If you're stuck in isolation, I promise there is a way out. I found it. But we must first talk to somebody, reach out. Let's walk through it together. So, thanks for being here. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone. who might need it just like you. Or maybe you not in addiction, you just wanted to listen and you have a friend or a loved one. And even so, drop a comment. I'm willing to help anybody. And don't forget, more real conversations are coming soon. Much love, y'all. Stay grounded, stay growing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay clean.